Good morning and welcome to Stampin' and Crafting with Cheryl Diana. I'm Cheryl Diana and today I thought we'd have a go at making some cards using our punches. Good morning, Valerie. So I know most of you have got punches, so I thought I would show you how to use them as backgrounds and other things basically. So let's go and have a look. So I've cut my my basic white matte layers, and I'm going to be using the sweet jar with the matching punch. Now I do know come September, I think it is, or it might even be available now, there is a Christmas version of this which I haven't got yet, but you can use the punch on all of them. So I thought I'd use our two-tone cardstock. So I've got Pool Party and Petunia Pop. So I thought we'd do sort of a mixture of them. So start off with this. And I can only get so much on here. So let's punch out a jar. Okay, so punch that out. Now what I like about this is, because it's two-tone, you can have a different coloured lid on it. So let's just do another one there. And let's do Pool Party. So this is going to just be a very, very quick card. And I think I'm going to try to see if I get another one in there. Oops. And I'm going to have a lighter one here. That's better. And swap the lids over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp sentiment on that one. Stick these down. Want something on the background. It's looking a bit boring. So let's emboss the background. Now I've got eyelet, which will do, or the brick. So I think we'll try the eyelet one. No, the bricks, because these are sweet jars and I'm thinking they're in the kitchen on the shelf. So I'm just going to put these in there. Like so. And then I need my embossing plate. I need to get rid of the other ones. Let's just run that through. That's better. There we go. That looks much better. And then I can stick. Let me just show you what it looks like. It's all nice and like a distressed wall. So we're going to put that one there. That one there. It's fine. So let's grab some glue. Just going to stick the whoops. It's hot. I forgot. So my glue is extra runny today. So I'm not going to lay it down because it will all come out. I'll pop that one there. There we go. And this one, yeah, that is coming out really fast. So I'm going to pop that one there. Whoops. I'm picking up glue from places I didn't think there was glue. Oh well. And then let's stick these on. So this is a really simple Yeah, that is coming out really quick. So taking some of the glue off that one. It's funny because we mow when it's cold, and we mow when it's hot, and that's coming out. When I see I've dropped it on in front of me. So let's just get that up. Yeah, we're going to have fun with the glue today. So let's just pop that one on there. So this will be a really simple card. And then I'll put my sentiment on here. So let's get my stamping mat, which I've lost. Oh, there it is. It's underneath my cardstock. Whoops, that is you can see how it's already coming out. Even though it is upright. That was the word. So I'm going to do happy birthday on this. Which I did done happy birthday before. It's quite a big. Oh, it's gonna be too. Oh no. So what we can do is we can. I'm not going to cut it, but I'm going to stamp it because I want to do it separately. So what I'm going to do is I've got that. Where's a sticky note? Sticky notes are really good because what you do is you cover. That's just a note. That was a note that I needed. That will do. So you just cover the bit you don't want to ink. That's not very sticky, that's fine. And then we get the, oh no, fell over. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. Get rid of that ink. That glue, not ink. Right. And then I'm actually going to hold it there. Let's bring this back a bit there. Here we go. There we go. Ink that up. And you see it goes onto my post-it note. And then I can stamp that there. Like so. Give it a quick clean. Using my Stampin' Scrub. I've had this one years. And in fact, the very first one I've got, I use for my stays on ink. So that's dry. Yep. So let's put the post-it over that side and ink it up again. This is the birthday bit. There we go. And then put that there. And it's got candles. Can I actually get a candle? No, I don't want a candle. So we've got that. So we can add this to the, I think I am going to have it. I'm going to have it upright. So I wanted to, now where's the lid? There's the lid. So we're going to have it. So we're going to use some dimensionals. Let's just do this. Here we go. like that. So then take that one off. That's done off. Now, so we're going to stick it up here, didn't we? Yeah, stick it there. And for the lid, I'm going to use minis for it. There we go. Just check they're not going to show over. No, they're not. Take those off and pop that on top there. That's the lighter shade. And then I'm going to use one of my favourite things, not baker's twine. Because I just think it just needs something around the top. So let's add some little bows. We'll see if I can do it. Just pull that one tight. I need to pull that down a bit because that end's a bit short. There we go, that's near enough for one. And let's do some more. I'll just cut. So I very rarely use baker's twine. In fact, this one is a very old one because we started off with blue, then we went to green, now it's black and white. So you can see how often I actually do use it. So I'm going to do another bow, and I'm not too great at making bows. Oh dear. Right, do that. Do that, and then pop it through. No, let's do a bigger bit. But see, when I do a lot, I find the first one's really good, and then the others are pants. So let's just do that there. There we go. So who can believe it is August already? And almost the middle of August. This year is really flying away. So I saw, was it Saturday, that there was 136 days left until Christmas. And then it'll be another new year. So, let's see, right, I'm happy with that one. Let's just cut off the ends. Like so, there we go. Now I'm going to use glue dots rather than actual glue. But I want like half a glue dot. So what I'm going to have to do is unravel it and then cut it in half. And it's going to make my scissors sticky. It will. Right. So I'm going to stick that onto there. Pop that in the middle. And then this one can go on that one at the top. It's very fiddly. Whoops, the other one below it came off with it. No. Oh, hang on. Bit of glue dot there. Put you on the side. And this one I've got to redo my bow because the glue dot went in the wrong place and pulled the bow to bits. Right, let's try and get that back again. There's the glue there. And I've just realised I've got black ink on my finger, which will go on the other cards. So you see why I'm not keen on baker's twine. It's not really. I get frustrated with it. And let's put another one there. Right. So let's now lay this card. Now I didn't get any cardstock out because I wasn't sure how they were going to turn out. Those bits there, put them there. Put my dimensionals up there. I don't know where the pack is for those ones. It doesn't matter. Put that in there. Right. Oh, there it is. Now I'll leave that one out. So I'm thinking let's go for a neutral colour to make the white stand out. So I'm just checking what colours I didn't put away last week. And I've got basic grey. So let's make some matte layers with that. So I have to remember the measurements. There we go. Let's cut 2 out of that one. There we go. So I'm going to pop that on there. That looks good. So I'm not even have to squeeze it out. It's just pouring out. So I'll just add that on there. And we'd have some card bases or pre-cut, which are all portrait ones. So let me do a landscape one. So 10.5. Oops, put that in my pot. And I'll score it in half. So I do 14.85 only because that's how I was taught originally. But you can do 14.9 if you want. Doesn't make that much of a difference. So let's just pop that there. And where's my bone folder gone? Right, here we go. That's the one. So just do my edges. And it took me years to work out how to use the bone folder, because I'd score it up and down about 5 times, but now I've sussed it because I was always going down, not up and down. There we go. I've glued that. Make sure I've got it the right way opening, so I don't end up with a backwards card. There we go. I think we need some embellishments. So I've used Junior Pop. Oh, my problem is I don't have that many current ones now. Gems. I need to go through them again because they have retired, a lot of them. Even the butterfly ones have been retired. Oh, I can't remember. I do know the rhinestones are current. So I need to go through and actually pull out all of my retired stuff now, or the last chance stuff, because there's a lot of the stamp sets. There's my favourites. There is this the Spotlight on Nature's gone on the last chance. Birthday celebrations. There's quite a few. Right, I'll just do my gems. And I'm going to use this size. And I think I'm going to just go on the top. Yeah, that's pretty. There. And then I'm going to do. Well, you want it to go there? I'll put one down, one here. See, I'm trying not to do random, and it's looking very much like random. Ooh, put one there. There we go, and that's our first card made with punches. Okay, so let's now. My favourite ones are the circles, because you can do so much with the circles. So again, let's pop you out of the way. But we use the sentiment for this one. And I'm going to still use the same colours. I am. But the smallest circle, the next smallest circle, the smallest one is a lot smaller than this one. That's 1 3/4 inches. So literally I'm just going to punch out a number of circles. Is some with blue? No. We'll do the Petunia Pop to start with. So let's just go. Let's just trim that bit off. Punch some more out. I'm sliding down my craft disc. So let's put some more out. Right. So we have a mixture of the colours going around the other way. There we go. Right, so let's do some of my favourite things that we can do with the two-tone stuff. So there's my. So you need need some sandpaper or an emery board. And we're just going to see if we can take off some of the. It's going to work. Very faintly. That's coming up now. So if you look very faintly, can you just see that? See that it's very faintly rough. Let's use the other end, it's better for my finger. That's it, let's do this one a bit better. Maybe I shouldn't do it on my mat. No, because it's putting dust everywhere, so let's just do it. That's better. So it takes a little while. Oops. But it is fun because you just add a little bit of texture to it. And it takes off big bits as well if you wanted to. Okay, now let's try the yep, you can just see it coming through. It's better on here. Excuse me while I just sand. Now I think I would be better with an actual sanding block and sandpaper rather than a nail file. Two more to go. Okay, let's just see whether they'll fit on the matte layer. Okay, so we can do a background with it. Right, okay, so this is going to that there, that there, that there, that there. I'm going to need some extra ones. So if I'd have used our bigger circles, then that wouldn't be so many. So let's start sticking these down. And I'm just going to go over slightly like that. It's really hot today, and I've got the fan on as well. But I've got the door shut because of the cats. So Milo's better now. He's had it. Oh, last week he was not too great because he had a polyp removed and he had some teeth removed as well. But this week he's back in the cat the cat carrier. I'm to sleep. Which I think's funny. Because when I wanted him in there, he wouldn't go. And also my hand is much better now. So, and on Mondays, Flora and Milo, they take over my Facebook page with their challenge, and it actually looks as if they might get a toy this week because there's loads of answers going on it. So I know what I'll get them. They love this little it's a cat nip spider, which they really love. And I've got one, but they could do with another one because they lose. Well, Flora loses them. That's her problem because she stuffs them under cupboards and that, and under the wardrobes and that sort of thing. There we go. that over a little bit to there. Right, so I'm going to trim these down to use. There's my snips again. Now they stopped making these snips now. Well, yeah, they have. So the company Stampin' Up uses have now stopped sort of making these scissors, which is such a shame because they are so good. So Stampin' Up's looking for a different brand. So let's cut these bits off. The reason I'm cutting these off now is because I'm sure I can infill with some of them. Yeah, we can. See, like that bit will go in there. Now I want the glue to come out. It won't come out. Like so. And then we want this one can go here. Yep, that one can go there. Put it up against that edge. That's it. Now, can I get this one going here nicely? No. Okay, so we do need the other one, but I need it on the darker side. And that's looking quite pretty, I think. Ah, yeah. No, that is the right side. You've got done the wrong side then. So I'm going to do the bottom half. Put that one like so. Whoops, like that. There we go. I want that bit there. It's not going to come out now. Let's just cut these bits off. Like so. Don't need that little bit. I need to cut that little end off there. This is where I get sticky fingers. Stuck to my finger. Okay. And then what we can do is we can add our sentiment now. So I'm going to use the same stamp as before. I think I've got another happy birthday. I need to get some more sentiment stamps now. Simply said. And in fact, I know that one of the stamps, Best Wishes, fits in one of the larger circles. Does it fit in that one? I'm a bit tight on that one, I think. Yeah. Do I really want a big one on it? No. Let's try a different one. Just a note. That definitely fits on that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it there. I'm going to keep it simple. I am. Rather than having a matte layered one. there. There we go. And then we need our layer. So we'll do the grey again so it stands up. So these are just really simple cards. Thanks. But they're fun to use up scraps. I mean, I'm using the two-tone, but you can always use your cardstock. Oh, hang on, I just realised I need a little bit there, don't I? Can I be really clever? That's not big enough. No. That is, but let's grab a pencil. I think I'm going to try and cut it. Freehand. Please let that be big enough. No, let's do the other bit. Just slightly bigger than that. So it's definitely wide enough. That's it. And then I'm going to stick it on there now, and then I'm going to cut the end off the card. So you can sort it out afterwards. It's a bit fiddly. There we go. There. Happy with that. So let's have our card base. And I've done a landscape one again. Let's cut out another landscape card base. So I want to score it first. So, and then cut my A4 in half. There we go. And let's fold that one up and burnish it. And stick this on. There we go. So there's our second card. I'm not going to put on gems because I like it with background. Now, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to do another favourite of mine, and that is tearing our two-tone and cardstock. So we're just going to thought of something. I might use that in the middle of a card so I don't lose it. So I'm just going to do it by eye. There's a smidgy off there. There we go. And that's there we go. That could just be a little bit further. Oops. might have to use my guillotine for that one. No, it's come off. That's fine. It's made a bit of a fluffy edge. Okay, so we're going to use that, and then on this bit. So let's have a think. We can use that, and now we can use it that way round. I think. And then want to tear strips. Now, let's go that way round. And this isn't. I need that to be another bit up. I'm just trying to save some cardstock. So that was 9.5. I'll cut it down to 9.5. Yeah. And that one 9.5. Now I love this effect. So if, let me see if I get it right. If you tear it towards you, you get the white edge. Okay, like so. If you tear it away from you, you get a straight edge. No, you get the you just get the white core on the other half. So let's hide that strip there. Do that. Let's cut another one. So we can go like that. Leaving the white card in. Do I want it white card in between? Yeah, I think so. So let's stick this down and have a look how it looks. So it does curl slightly. That's doing my head in because it's not working. Oh, I've got two older ones. Being as it's warm, they might work. Yeah, they're going to work because it's already coming out. And do that there. Put that on there. And then we wanted this one that way around. So we're going to go dark, light, dark. Do I want it that way? Let's go that way. I know what I'm going to do with that one. And I need, where's the other bit? And that bit, I need a bit here. This is just, so I want that bit to go there. You could always do straight stripes with any design series paper. Let's just do that to there. And then that piece. So that bit's going to go there. That's fine because I can do a little bit there. I just got straight. I don't want that edge there. I've decided just see if I take it off before it dries. Let's try that edge there. No. That's the dark bit as well. Let's do this bit. That should hopefully stick on top there. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then the dark bit, which was this bit. That bit, yeah, can go there. Just when you shake it, like you would normally do, it's just splattered glue everywhere. Like that. Okay. And then that's like, it's just a very thin bit here. There we go. A bit there. Whoops. Just put that bit on there. Down there. And then the dark bit can go there. Can go that bit. Like so. And is this bit going to fit there? Oh, almost. That'll do. There we go. So we've done a pattern using our papers, cardstock, and I'm going to use that. But what I'm going to do is, because it's got stuff behind it, I'm actually going to cut this piece down so it goes, and it goes behind it. So let's just see what, just behind it. There we go. So I'm not sure which way to put it, that way or that way. As I started, but I actually like it like that. So I'll just put my pen on. There it is. That's my paper line, so that we can put behind there. In fact, I think I might have it that way because I don't want it to be the sea. I'm going to move it down a bit. Then use that bit, or am I going to punch a circle out of it? I do like it. I like it like that. But do I want a circle? Let's go that. Let's do a circle because the sweet jar doesn't look right. So I'm going to do a circle. That is 6 should do it. So let's do 6.5. Now I'm going to cut this down ready, and I know I'm thinking we might have a bigger piece of card. Now I'm going to get this in the just use a bigger circle. Let's use this. Let's use the 2-inch one. It's going to fit in there. I can't see where the middle is. So I'm just going to get my ruler and mark where the middle is. now I know where my middle is. I'm going to slide it in. That's roughly it, I think. Yes. Might be a little bit off. It doesn't matter because I can trim it down. Whoops. Just trim it a little bit down there. A little bit more. That's better. And then a little bit more down here. I think we just took a little bit off here. I wish to bring this back because it is great for doing this. There we go. Get rid of those little bits. Yeah, so that would fit on. I'm going to cut that down a little bit as well. It's going to fit behind that. Yes. So let's just. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on and then stamp it. Actually, not something I would normally do, but I want to stamp it dead in the middle. And I know I can do it better that way. There we go. And I'm going to use just a note again. Or could we do the happy birthday? Birthday wishes. Would that fit in there now? Yes, it does fit in there. So we're going to be using that. Oops. We have to clean that because I put it on the dust. So let's just give that a quick clean. And let's ink it up. Whoops. I'm not going to get much ink on the lid, am I? So, and let's pop this in the middle. What's nice is I've got back ink there. So let's just put that in the middle like so. There we go. And I am going to do it like that. But what I am going to do is I want some black around that. So I'm going to get my journaling pen, or you can use your basic black white marker. Let's use that. Let's use the basic black one. And literally I'm just going to doodle around the edge. Whoops, doesn't matter. I'm going to do 2 lines. I decided it doesn't matter if it's not straight. So we're doodling. Whoops, done it again. It's almost equal. Let's do another line. And another line here. There we go. I do have 2 lines. And it doesn't matter if you have made a slight mistake. Just add to it. There we go. We can add, that's better. Add that to our card. I'm going to use dimensionals to do that. Make sure I've got lots of dimensionals on. Like so. I do like that. go. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to have it going that way. There we go. So if we get a portrait card base out. And it's could just have it like that, having the bigger border. So do you prefer that, or should we matte it using the basic grey again? Let's have a look at the basic, see how the basic grey looks against it. That pops it, doesn't it? So I'm just going to cut this one down. Oops, don't fall on the floor. Right. 10. So I'm going to pop this here. I cut that wrong. It's 14.3. Doesn't matter because I can use that on something else. Put that on that. Yeah, there we go. I'm actually gonna realise some of these aren't exactly against the edge. They've just gone over slightly. So I'm just going to trim them down a bit. That's better. That's much better. Yeah, like that. Get the glue that I want to use. I'm just going to trim down that edge there as well. It's just a fraction over. That's better. And then pop this on the matte layer. Oops, oh, hand shaking. There we go. That's it. Whoops, I've got one of those dimensionals on it. Right, I'm just going to let it stick a bit. And then I'm just going to add this to the card base. Like so. And then I'm not sure what embellishments to use. I think I might leave that as a mail card. I just need to put a bit of glue down there. Whoops. No. No. Please don't do that. I'm just sticking that end down. It's better. Right. Oh no. It's all come out. That's not what I wanted because I'm going to waste that now. Now what I'm going to do, excuse this, is I'm going to stick the glue that's running out there into another pot because I don't want to waste it. That's it. Put that end back on. Okay. Now we give that a wipe. And put the lid back on. Ugh. Right, okay. So we have made 3 cards today using our punches. We've made this one, which is embossed, and then it's got the sweet jar punch with some bows on. And we use the circles, and we sandpapered the two-tone cardstock and just added a simple sentiment, and then we tore our two-tone cardstock. And I think these are great for males or females. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing sort of these 3 cards, making them. So why not have a go yourself? I mean, I'm sure you've got punches, and just play and see what you come up with. And then, of course, please share them onto my Facebook group, because everyone would love to see them. So until next time, keep stamping and crafting. Bye.